Alright, so welcome back to Arboretum, How to Play and some Playthrough, Part 2. And Manta just went ahead and discarded that willow tree, and so now it would be my turn. And I could draw that willow right now, but he technically isn't supposed to know, and he just doesn't know that I have willow currently, or a lot of willows, possibly. So I'm actually going to hold off on getting the willow, and maybe that'll make him discard some more willow in the future. So we'll just draw 2 cards from the deck. And so I've got another blue spruce, so that really is big, and it's an 8. So I can complete this, which is awesome, which is what we'll try to do. And I got 1 dogwood as well. So let's see here. For now, we're going to go ahead and play the maple, and then we have to discard a card. So I think this time we're going to discard the jacaranda. Alright, now my turn is done. I'm going to try to shift my hand over here a little bit, because it's going to get in my way of my strategy here pretty soon. Now, you may notice that I've got 2 sets of 4s here, and you want to try to get at least 4 cards to score some points, for sure. But you can also, when you score at the end of the game, if you get to score with a particular tree, you can go like this, for instance. You don't have to score in a straight line. You can just score from your lowest pointed card for that particular tree to the highest pointed card of that particular tree, even if it's not even in the same row, which is really cool. So if you have a lot of the same tree, like let's say if you have at least 4 blue spruces in your line here that are the same as this, obviously, then you'll score a ton of points. And if you can manage to get maybe 5 or 6 going this direction, that's really cool. But don't get too carried away, because if they're all here on the table and you have 1 to 8, which could happen, well, you won't score any of those points. So the point of the game is don't be greedy. Being greedy in this game could be very bad. So, but it doesn't hurt to maybe play 1 extra to make it 5. And so that's what my strategy is going to be. I'm going to try to see if I can do that. You know, who knows? Maybe Manta will catch on and won't be able to do it. Or maybe he'll be able to block me. But we'll see what happens. All right, so I have 3, 6, 7 cards here. So I already discarded my card, which was the jacaranda. So now it's his turn, so he can draw 2 cards. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to leave that one there and keep me guessing. And he's going to take the top 2 cards, which worked out for him because he's got another jacaranda anyway, which works out for him. And he's got a dogwood. And so now he is going to get started on his next spot, which is this one, the jacaranda. All right. And then he still has to discard a card. So this time he's going to discard the dogwood. Yeah, the dogwood, because he knows I have maple already in my arboretum anyways. And so now he discards that. And so now if I wanted to get to that willow, I'd have to take the top card first. So now it would be my turn. And just to keep him guessing, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the top 2 cards from his discard pile so I can get the extra willow card. And I'm going to take the dogwood while I'm at it. So, because I had to anyway. So now I have to play a card. And I'm going to try to play, let's see here. I don't have any more maple. So we should probably get started on continuing this, the blue spruce. So we'll play the 6. I'll play it there. Oh, but if I did that, I wouldn't be able to do my awesome strategy. So, I could do this, the willow, for 5. It's the only one I could do that with, technically. But we're actually going to play the willow up here for my arboretum. So now he knows I have a willow. So now he's going to try to block me, probably. So now I have to discard a card. So, well, let's see here. At some point, I'm going to just have to give him something, so we'll go ahead and just discard the oak. All right. So now it's his turn, and both of those cards end up being useful to him, so he's going to take them both for his 2 cards. And then he's going to probably... He doesn't have any of those. So he's going to continue on with his Jacaranda card situation here. And he's going to play the second one. Alright. So now he's got 2 trees there of each. And now he has to discard a card from his hand. So now he's actually going to discard the willow. Yes, he knows I got 1 willow already out, but he also knows I've got 2 other trees raring to go. So, and there's only 6 trees in this game. And right now there's already 5 different trees out. So, it's just going to happen. Alright. So, now it's my turn. And so now I need to draw 2 cards. So I'm going to first draw 1 from the deck. And it's a Jacaranda, which is what he has. And I'm going to draw another one from the deck as well. And it's a willow, so that works out for me. And then, so I think, yeah, we'll play the willow. So yes, we'll play it here. And so since we did it that way, I'm going to have to move these so I can put possibly the 1 willow there if I ever get it. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, so now I have to discard a card. So, oh boy. I'll discard it's probably going to help him a lot. Maybe. But we'll go ahead and discard this, the dogwood. It's the only tree that's not out in the Arboretums yet. Okay, so now it's his turn. He could take both of the dogwoods now. And, I think he will. He's going to take both of them from the discard pile. And he's going to play his next Jacaranda. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So now he just needs that 8. And he would be able to complete that, possibly. And then he's going to go ahead and discard one of his maples. He's going to discard this one here, because I can't put it between here and here anyway. So he's going to go ahead and discard that. He wouldn't be able to do it with the 4 either, but 2 is lower than 4, so I might as well go with 2. Alright, then it's my turn, so I'm going to get 2 cards, and I'm not going to get the maple. But I got some more of these cards here, so that's cool. And, let's see here. I think we should. I still haven't gotten the blue spruce I really need. But you know what? That's what we'll do. We're gonna put the Jacaranda right here. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what did I just do? Why did this tree here get to go next to this one? Well, for one thing, this is a higher number than this, so it can go there. But also, when you complete a point for a tree from the lowest number of that tree to the highest, none of the trees in the middle have to be the same tree. It just means you won't score as much points. But if you're scoring for Jacaranda, and I somehow beat him, meaning I have more Jacaranda cards in my hand than he does, then even though he technically would have scored the most points, at least this way I get to score a little bit of points for blocking him, possibly. We'll see if that actually works, that strategy. But that's the plan anyway. And then this way I can maybe try to still complete the maple, even if it isn't an 8. Even if it's like a 7 or 8, we'll try to do one or the other to at least complete the maple, and then hold on to any other maple card we can get our hands on. Alright, and I still have to discard a card, so, well, I hate to do this, but we'll discard the dogwood. I don't have much choice at this point. Alright, and we'll complete that for this video and continue on where we left off in the next video. Now, we'll note, the game will end when you run out of cards. So when this deck is empty, when the last card is taken, the game is over. But at the rate we're going, it might take longer because we keep going after the discard piles. So that can happen. But I think some of us are discovering that it's still better to go for the deck because the numbers we want to try to get the most are the 1s and the 8s. And that's not a 1 and not an 8. And those aren't 1s and 8s anyways. So they can just stay there for all we care. We're trying to get the 1s and the 8s the most to try to complete a particular amount. Alright,